Hello and welcome back to Never Seen It. It's a podcast where we watch movies that we haven't seen yet. My name is Trent. I'm here with my lovely wife, Betsy.
Hello.
You're lovely.
Oh, thank you, Trent.
Am I lovely?
Sure.
Sure. Thank you. Today, we're going back to the 80s yet again. Somehow, there are plenty of these like iconic movies that we haven't seen. Today, we are watching The Karate Kid, the original.
Yes.
From 84.
Because neither of us has watched this movie.
If you can believe it.
Somehow we've made it into our mid-30s.
Yeah.
Not having seen The Karate Kid.
The movie came out the year I was born, the year before Betsy was born. And yeah, it's just one of these things that... Do you know why you haven't seen it?
I think it's the same reason there's a ton of these movies. Every time we talk about the 80s, we didn't have immediate access to all of this on home video.
Sure.
That came like as we were growing up, as we got to be like kindergarten school age.
Yeah.
Is when most of these movies became accessible. And before that, you had to go to the theater to see it. We just didn't go to a lot of movies in the theater.
Yeah.
And we also didn't have places you could rent these movies immediately.
Right. It wasn't until the 90s, I think, that we got our first VHS player. Mm-hmm. And like we would do rentals every so often, you know, me being an only child growing up, like my parents would rent, movies that the whole family would want to watch.
Right.
We barely ever bought movies.
Right.
Like, it would be like movies that I got for Christmas or my birthday or something that we would actually get to keep. Mm-hmm. But then, it was just video rentals, and that was expensive.
Yeah.
For back then.
We've been watching compilations of 90s commercials on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it is fascinating to see where they're like, get the brand new VHS for $19.99.
Yeah, a brand new VHS tape was about $20 in the early to mid 90s. Mm-hmm. And you were gonna dole out like $5, $6, $7 to rent it once for a night, maybe 2 nights.
Yep. That was well before the 99-cent rental.
Right. And like you look at it these days, like you can on demand from like iTunes or whatever, rent a movie for 99 cents or upwards of like, newer movies are going to be more expensive maybe, but like it's $4 or $5 still to rent something, but it's convenient, it's high quality. You have usually like 24 hours to watch it over and over again as many times as you want.
Yep.
So that model of rental still exists these days, but you don't have the physical disc.
Right. And I think that I've said it before, when we did take the nights to go and rent movies, a lot of times we just got the same movies over and over again.
Which, you probably have spent well over what the movie would cost brand new to rent the same tape over and over again, which I did when I was a kid. I didn't buy a lot of video games. I rented a lot of games, and I rented the same games over and over again.
Yeah, same philosophy.
Because that was my allowance.
Yeah.
Like, that was for me. I got, oh, God. When I was a kid, it was maybe a couple of bucks. I think at most I got like $5 a week for my allowance. And I saved it up, and I would ride my little bike over to the rental place and rented my game. And at that time, I was also renting movies.
Yeah.
Like, because I had my own VHS player by that point.
So fancy.
95, 96, I got my own tape player. which in reality was the hand-me-down that my parents gave me when they got a better one.
Exactly.
Or they got one that was like built into the TV. Ooh, fancy.
So yeah, that I think is some of the immediate reasons why I haven't seen The Karate Kid.
Yeah.
But then there's a good like 25 years. I don't really have an excuse.
No,
I
I'm
just
the same
haven't
way.
watched it.
I'm totally the same way.
As evidenced by all of these movies that we have watched together, there is just this infinite amount of movies that is out there to be consumed that we could go watch.
Yeah.
And there is a comfort in rewatching the things that you love and introducing people like your husband to things that you've seen 100 times and they've never watched.
Right.
But that means I don't spend a lot of time seeking out these old classics, and I don't really have an excuse other
And
than I
that's-
just haven't done it yet.
And that's kind of one of the reasons why we made this podcast, to just watch movies that
Yes.
we just can't bring ourselves to spend the time watching.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but again, Betsy said it herself. Like, sitting down and watching a movie that you have seen many times before, it's comfort food. It's just, hey, here's something familiar. It's a
don't
security
have to pay
blanket.
attention.
Yeah, I can just throw something on and I recognize, and maybe I might see something brand new I haven't seen before, but I'm not paying attention.
Yep.
Yeah.
This requires focus.
Yeah. We're making notes here, guys. This is research.
So this is a movie that's been around for pushing 40 years now. Pushing 40, because we're pushing 40.
Don't remind me.
So this is one that gets referenced a lot in pop culture. So
Yeah.
I think it's been pretty inescapable to know, oh, that little shot, that line, things like that came out of this movie. So what do you specifically know is from The Karate Kid?
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg, the crane kick.
Yep, crane kick.
I know that shot of them on the beach on the stumps at sunset doing the crane kick.
Great shot.
Wax on, wax off.
Uh-huh.
There's a scene where he's trying to catch a fly with chopsticks.
Okay.
And I only know that because that was in that Scene It board game. Where it was a DVD of clips of movies.
Okay.
And that was one. Cobra Kai.
Uh-huh.
We haven't watched the TV show, but there's been this resurgence of Karate Kid the last couple of years with the
Yeah.
TV show Cobra Kai.
And a remake of this original movie.
Yep.
In 2010.
Yep. This is the movie that made Ralph Macchio a household name for about 12 minutes.
Yeah, and Pat Morita was
Pat
Morita. I guess an unknown to this point.
I suppose.
I don't really
Or
know
very-
if he was involved in anything else prior to this, but
Yeah.
he
All
became
the stuff I
a
know him is after.
yeah, he became a very well-known face
Mm-hmm.
at the very least.
Yeah, so it's all these little things like that.
Yeah.
The actual plot of this movie, I am unfamiliar with. Why he becomes a karate student, how he meets
Yeah.
Pat Morita.
I have to imagine it is going to be a stereotypical 80s kind of a thing,
Yep.
where he's probably getting bullied. He seems like a really kind of a scrawny little kid.
The Cobra Kai guys
In
are
the Cobra Kai are
villains.
the villains, yeah, and
They're
want
the
and
dicks.
yeah, he gets trained, he enters the tournament, and he wins. Spoilers, he probably wins.
Well, also, no, he definitely wins. And here's the thing, is he wins with the crane kick, which, if I'm understanding correctly, is an illegal move.
All right.
So I'm going to be looking for that because I've heard this elsewhere about this movie.
Okay.
That he shouldn't be allowed to win because he cheated.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't.
Also, it's also what's the song? You're the best around.
I thought that was from Rocky. Is that from this?
Is it?
I don't know.
I think it is. We'll
mean,
find
maybe.
out.
We'll find
out.
But that's it. I think that's about the extent of my knowledge. It's just references in other movies more than anything.
It's very much a pop culture icon
Mm-hmm.
of things that people have taken things from. But other than that, I think this movie was very influential for later movies with the montage scenes and the training scenes and introducing people to another culture.
Yeah.
Like karate was a big thing
Right.
back then, and a lot of kids started to learn a lot of martial arts.
Oh yeah. To this day, how
Yeah.
many kids take taekwondo
Yep.
and judo and different.
When we were kids,
Different things.
taekwondo, I knew multiple kids in my class that were in taekwondo.
One of my classmates was a black belt.
Uh-huh.
Then he got bored with it, so he started taking up boxing.
Sure.
Because what else do you do once you become a black belt?
You've peaked.
You've peaked.
Anyway, so we're going to go watch The Karate Kid.
Let's do it.
Be right back. we're back. Karate Kid, Betsy, what you think?
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the most amazing movie of all time, but it didn't disappoint me.
I was kind of...
I could see why people like it.
Totally. And I think I was more impressed by the fact that I thought this was more of a kid's movie.
Right. This movie has some depth.
Yeah.
I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
And it looked really good.
Yeah, it
like
was
you
shot.
commented on that.
It's like, damn, that's a really nice shot. Holy shit, man.
The way it looks, the way it's framed, it
Yeah.
was made very well.
Yeah, it was punching above its weight.
Yes.
Essentially, if you really want to put a pin on it there.
Yes. There was less karate than I thought there would be.
Yeah. It's almost as if they kind of lost their way. Like, this could have been a TV show, which is why maybe it works as
Trent,
a Netflix show.
It is a TV show. Now, 30-some years later.
Right. Yeah. All good things to say. I don't really have any criticisms or...
Overall, yeah, I'd say this
Yeah.
one. This one's pretty good, and I get the way that people, if they watched this when they were kids, would love this movie.
Yeah.
But again, like you said, thought it was going to be more of a kids movie. Not. No.
You know, we're 30-some-year-old, adults that, you know what? I was inspired by this. There was a moment there that I wasn't expecting to have like a really sad moment.
Yeah.
With Miyagi being drunk and reminiscing about his past and his sad times in his life, and we'll get to that later. But I felt things about this movie.
This is a believable protagonist
Yeah.
in a believable situation.
Sure, he's an only child with a single mother.
From Jersey, fish out of water.
Yeah, moving from Jersey all the way to California, taking a very long trip.
Yes.
As a teenager going to high school.
Poor kid in a rich neighborhood.
Yeah, poor kid coming to a rich high school with a bunch of rich kids. Hey, I can relate.
There's some unsuspected depth.
Yes.
But yeah,
to say the least.
So we start in Newark, New Jersey, and let me tell you, Ralph Macchio, that's a Jersey kid.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he lays it on, and I don't know if that's because this was, I assume, his first movie?
Makes sense.
I didn't look into this, but I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say it was, or certainly among his earliest work.
Sure.
And yeah, he is a Jersey kid. Skinny little nerd.
Yeah. And have you seen Ralph Macchio in anything else? Like, the only thing I could think of
before this.
The only thing I could think of was My Cousin Vinny,
which was
he's one of the kids that gets in trouble is on trial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Other than that, I think I haven't seen him in anything.
Yeah.
The only other stuff I've seen him in is where he's playing himself.
Sure.
In reference to the Karate Kid.
Sure. But yeah, he was good. Like, he was believable, and I think they write him as a little older than what he actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Trent, I looked this up.
Okay.
You made the comment because Elizabeth Shue is in this.
Yeah.
And she looks much older than him.
Oh, yeah.
She's 2 years younger than him, and he was 23 when he made this movie.
Holy shit.
He looks about 14 years old.
Oh my god.
No, he was 23 years old when he made The Karate Kid.
Wow.
It was bothering me so immensely. I had to know how old he was. And he looks incredibly young for his age.
My mind has been blown.
Yes, she's 2 years younger than him.
Wow.
But
yeah,
she looks
Elizabeth
like a grown
Shue
woman.
looks like she's 30.
Comparatively speaking,
Not even comparing.
She
the
looks
way she
very
is
young.
dressed.
She
doesn't dress like she's in high school.
Well, they all dressed like that if you look at the people around her. But no, if you look at her face, and you've seen Elizabeth Shue and other things, she looks very, very young here. But when you are putting her right next to Ralph Macchio, who is this little stick of a man, who looks like he just hit puberty.
Yeah, he looks like he's 12.
He looks like he's 12 years old. No, he is older than her.
That's incredible.
That's amazing. Which is why 30 odd years later, he's in his 50s and he still looks quite young.
Sure.
He was blessed with those genes.
I guess. Wow. Little nuggets of knowledge here on the podcast. But yeah, we get mom and son
Yep.
driving out from Jersey out to California. This is the Bay Area, San Francisco area.
Is it?
Yes.
Why specifically do you know that?
Because
I
they
miss
keep
something?
talking about the Bay Area.
Oh, okay. I just missed that entirely. I didn't really get a location on
Yes.
this.
Yes. But yeah, this kid.
I guess that makes sense if you have a large Asian American population.
Whatever. It's California.
It's California.
But we're starting off the school year, which they kind of skip a little bit of him. Like he doesn't go to class. There's no class here.
No, we don't.
This
need
isn't
class.
that. This isn't that kind of movie. Yeah, this is not that kind of movie. Basically, it's the first day. He's already trying out for the soccer team.
That's right.
He meets some friends even before school starts.
Yep.
He meets a boy who lives in his unit that goes to this high school.
They have a beach party.
Yeah, and they go to a beach party and meets a girl and
Gets his ass kicked.
right. And I guess I don't know if they actually mentioned it before, but he had been into karate on the East Coast.
Yeah, he briefly mentions at some point that
At he took karate at the
classes
Y. Yeah. So nothing like super formal.
No.
And like he had a couple of books that he brought with him to California, and we see him practicing a little bit after one of the altercations.
Yep. And they make fun of him. They call him the Karate Kid. That's his, what they call him to make fun of him.
Right. So yeah, at the beach party, he gets his ass kicked, and one of the boys on the Cobra Kai squad, Johnny, breaks a boombox.
That's right, he does, Trent.
Why did you break that boombox? That's a good boombox. Those things are worth a lot of money these days. If you didn't know that.
Oh, if you still have one?
Yeah, if you have one of those old ass boomboxes like that,
don't get rid of it.
Look up the prices on eBay.
Even if it doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
It can be fixed.
Parts. People want them. People want that stuff for parts, even if it doesn't work.
Yep. Because something in there does.
Totally. But yeah, I mean, the kid basically acts like a kid. And so all of that seems believable.
Yeah.
All the boys being dickheads.
We get kind of the 80s cliche bully
Yeah.
characters with Billy Zabka and his gang.
They're gangs
bros.
without being gangs.
Yeah, they're little white boys who are trying to be tough, but they're so
Yeah.
rich that they can never pull it off. All riding on their little motorbikes.
Right. Motorbikes coming from the country club.
Yep. They go to a dojo run by a white man who is ex-military.
Yeah, Vietnam vet.
And he's more, go for the kill than this is a craft to use to defend yourself and you shouldn't use karate.
Right.
And, you shouldn't have to use karate.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about all martial arts is you shouldn't have to use any of this. That is what they teach you on day one.
Yeah, defense.
Defense.
Mainly, yeah.
Yeah, you're not going out there and kicking ass because you can.
Not the point.
That's not the point of it. So that's a running theme throughout this movie. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we set it up. These dudes are douchebags. And yeah, I just literally wrote down, Daniel is so Jersey.
He's very Jersey.
He's very Jersey. Ma! Everything is
Ma!
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 I didn't want you to worry, Ma! Yeah.
But we get a little bit of a taste of the world that they live in. And first off, the music.
The soundtrack's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
It's cheesy 80s.
There's a couple of songs here that are specifically made for the movie. Like they're not recorded music for any soundtrack. It's not like licensed music. Like on the beach, I mentioned, it's a Beach Boys song, but it's not.
No,
it is in the style of the Beach Boys.
Yeah, some random person made some Beach Boys-esque music for this movie.
Sure. And that happened a couple of other times. Like, while we're watching these movies, I will sometimes bring up my Shazam app to identify what is actually being played.
The older ones.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, is this just on the soundtrack? Like, I did that with all of the Bill and Ted ones. They were all made for that movie. It's
That's
just
the
for
only
that
place you
soundtrack.
can find it.
Correct. Yeah, it is not available anywhere else but that soundtrack.
Right. And if it does exist outside that world, no one cares.
Yes. And I was right about You're the Best.
You were right.
Yes.
I didn't know that was from this. Also, that song is so stupid.
It's great. It's great. And I think
And Bananarama.
Yeah. Yeah,
Bananarama,
that song,
Cruel Summer.
it's like the entire song played during that whole soccer scene.
I love it.
It just kept on going.
It's a great song.
It is a good song.
So yeah, he gets his ass handed to him. He goes to school. He tries out for the soccer team and gets embarrassed.
Yeah.
That's kind of the running theme. They just keep hassling him, and he's the one that gets in trouble because he's a hothead.
Yeah.
And he sees this karate studio, karate dojo, and he decides he's gonna go check it out.
Yeah, he's gonna go and have dinner or lunch with his mom. Which, by the way, his mom is cool.
She's all right.
Yeah.
I think she's trying to be invested in his interests and his life.
You know, being a single mom, that's tough.
Yeah.
You have to have a special kind of relationship, especially with a boy son.
Yeah.
You know, who is that age? You don't have a father figure, and Miyagi very much becomes that later on.
Yep.
Which is cool.
But yeah, she's been there weeks, and she's gonna get put in the management program, and she's like, "It's gonna be great, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna make so much more money."
Right,
and
all the benefits, and you know, he's not really seeing the benefits of their movie yet because he's still having a tough time meeting a lot of friends.
He's the new kid.
He's, you know, the stereotypical new kid who gets picked on.
Yep.
Which sucks. I was that kid. Mm-hmm. So the scene where they're at the scene right before they go to lunch together, he goes into the karate dojo and finds these kids, and he realizes, oh, it's all these jerks who are in there. I can't come to here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then I had a question about this. So
Okay.
Mom has to go. She seems to be meeting him at this restaurant.
Yeah.
And then she's got some kind of work thing.
Yeah,
because they kind of call her away.
Yeah, it seems like she's like having a work meeting.
Now, my assumption is this is actually an evening meal because it's dark, like soon after.
Sure.
How many hours was he sitting at this restaurant?
Talking about how beautiful his new girlfriend is.
And also,
To himself.
those bullies, like you have that framed shot of them coming out and seeing him in the restaurant, and they all decide they're just gonna wait for him for hours just because they have nothing better to do. But that's the thing about bullies, is they literally have nothing better to do than
true.
torment you.
It's true.
So it's like, yes, I will wait here for 4 hours until it's dark and you go home, and I'm gonna follow you and drive you off the road.
Right. They really fuck him up.
Repeatedly.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah.
No real reason other than because.
Right.
Like it starts, he's like hitting on this guy's ex-girlfriend, and he needs
Yep.
to get over himself because she's not interested. No means no, buddy.
Yeah.
So he's just sort of in the way. But once he inserts himself into the situation, they're just like, well, now you're a piece of trash and we're just going to treat you thusly.
Right.
Over and over in this movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, they run him off the road and he busts up his bike. And that's when
he goes
he's like,
home, he's
screw it,
pissed
I'm
off.
not doing this.
Yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm going to fuck this fucking bike. I'm going to throw it in the trash.
Why'd you bring me here, Mom?
Yeah, I want to go
hate
home.
this
I want to go
place.
home. And Miyagi overhears everything. Mm-hmm. Which, you know, Miyagi's kind of a creep at the beginning.
He's just sort of there.
Yeah.
He's not getting involved.
No.
And when we learn more about him later, I feel like that has more to do with it than anything.
I
he's
totally
kind of
agree.
just a loner.
That was my thought at the time.
Yeah. He's just a loner who lives his life, and he doesn't want to get close to other people because
Sure.
he's already been through enough.
Sure.
Yeah. That's usually the case in that situation. But yeah, so he fixes his bike.
Yeah.
But before that, we get the glorious scene of Daniel wearing plaid with camo.
Yeah.
There was some fashion choices in this movie.
Oh, boy.
And that one in particular pained me so deeply.
Yeah. Yeah. There's also a scene, probably in this, maybe it might have been the same thing, where they're at the cafeteria and they pay with cash. Mm-hmm.
I think that was
a
a little before, but yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's Daniel and Allie.
Yep.
And Daniel pays for her meal.
Yeah,
And yeah, it
lunch
was
money. You carried lunch money.
Right, lunch money. I mean, I can't remember. I think we had It wasn't cash. I think we actually had like a punch card.
Yeah, that's what we had. We had like a prepaid plan.
Yeah, we had a
So we had
punch
to pay
card.
for lunches,
Right.
but you didn't just pay every single day. My mom and dad like cut a check, and then they
Sure.
had a record. You were paid up for this many meals.
Right.
And when you got there, you would check in with your name, and they'd punch your card.
Yeah.
And then if you were running low, they'd be like, "Hey,
Right.
someone needs to fill up your card, or you don't get to eat."
Yeah, yeah. I remember having a punch card when I was going to school, and I didn't really eat at the cafeteria all that much. I brought my lunches, but when I did, I brought my punch card and ate at the school. And this was, elementary, middle school, high school, all the way through. I think I ate at the cafeteria a lot more often in high school, but yeah. It was just a weird thing for me to see because, the whole concept of give me your lunch money, that is kind of lost on me.
Yeah.
But I guess it was, in the earlier 80s and before then.
Well, I just think it's nonsense that people who are required to go and be at this place have to pay for their lunch at all. If required to be here, you should feed them.
It's true.
That's stupid.
Right.
Welcome to America.
Right. Yeah. If you're not aware, if you're from another country, Mitch, reach out if this is the same for you. We have to pay for our meals in school.
Yeah.
Public school, everything else is paid for, but the meals aren't.
That's dumb.
It costs like $1.50 for the food, whether you eat it or not.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's off topic.
Anyway, that's way off topic.
So yeah, Mr. Miyagi fixes his bike. He goes to say thank you. He learns about bonsai trees.
Yeah.
And they become friends. And he starts hanging out in the shed because he's the repairman for this.
He's the
apartment
maintenance man,
complex.
yeah.
He's the maintenance guy. And they get to know each other, and he has like a Halloween dance. So time has passed. So
Yeah,
now we're gonna have
yeah.
a Halloween dance. It's a costume party, and he makes him a shower.
Yeah.
That was an interesting choice.
Inspired. I'm surprised I didn't know that reference from anything.
Yeah, that people
Or that
haven't
it wasn't
copied
referenced
that.
in other things, yeah.
I've not seen that one. Were we to believe that Allie is supposed to be Princess Leia?
I didn't really get a good look at what she was wearing. She had a mask.
She had like
did
a
have-
mask up, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah, so maybe not, but she had the dress, like the high collar white
Okay.
gown.
I'd
And I
have to
was like,
see
is
it
this like a
again.
Princess Leia nod? Because that would have been a couple years after, again,
Sure.
a contemporary in the Star Wars trilogy.
Star Wars reference.
But you're right, she did have a mask, so it probably
Yeah,
isn't
I
the
don't think
case.
so. But
She's
whatever.
just like looking cute.
Right. But you know what? Allie, very forward.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
she likes him a lot.
Absolutely. And she just sort of follows him around a
Yeah.
lot in this movie.
And he even points it out. It's like, were you looking for me? Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe.
Which, hey, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So they're getting along, they're hitting it off, and then he sees a chance for revenge in the bathroom because
Johnny's
our
in
friend
there.
Johnny's
Johnny's
rolling
in
a
there
joint.
rolling a joint while listening to tunes on his Walkman.
Yep. Also, this is such a, again, 80s bro gang thing to do. One guy decides to dress as a skeleton, so they all have to dress as skeletons.
What's with the B-boy skeletons? What are they doing?
Part of it.
Part of it.
Genuinely though, that's what it felt like, is he decided he was going to be a skeleton, so they all decided they had to be skeletons. Because where one goes, they all go. And so there's conveniently a hose in the bathroom.
Right, just happened to be hooked up.
You never know when you're going to need a hose. So he hooks it
Quote
up.
unquote, Betsy.
He hooks it up and he puts it over the stall and he drenches Johnny.
Kinda. Like, we don't
Kind of.
even really see him wet.
It's like 2 seconds and then he runs.
Yeah.
And once again gets his ass handed to him. And that's the scene. There's, again, always one of those guys in the group that's just sort of going with the group because that's what he's expected to do.
Sure.
And he says, "Lay off, man. He's had enough. He can't even stand. Let him leave
And
him alone.
and Johnny is the quintessential bully.
Yeah.
And wants to keep on going.
Exactly.
But then we get Mr. Miyagi coming to the rescue and
Leaping the fence.
leaping the fence and kicking everyone's ass.
That's right. Kicked all their asses.
And from then on, Daniel is very much following Mr. Miyagi around until he teaches him how to karate.
How to karate, yes.
Yes.
He says, well, you didn't tell me. Well, you didn't ask.
You didn't ask. Which, by the way, okay, Miyagi is the best part of this entire movie. He is so fucking funny. Just all of his little, like, off-the-cuff lines, his one-liners, just a pleasant man.
Yeah, he got nominated for this.
He really did.
Yeah, he got nominated for Best Supporting Actor at
Wow.
the Academy Awards.
I had no idea.
I also had no idea until
Wow.
I just read it.
Wow. Well deserved, man. Wow.
One of the few, especially at that time,
Sure.
Asian actors to
Yeah.
be nominated.
Sure.
In the mid-'80s. Yeah, that was a big deal.
Cool.
But yes, he's very good in this movie. Mm-hmm. So yes, he finds out he could do karate. He says, "Teach me karate."
Like, okay.
He says,
Okay, come by
"Why?
the house.
Tell me why.
Yeah.
Why do you need to learn karate?"
Sure.
Yeah. And they have a little moment. Mm-hmm. And he says, "Okay, well, I'll just go and tell the guy at Cobra Kai
Right.
that his students are using karate not the way it's supposed to be."
Right.
Now you're thinking, that's it. That's thinking with your
Yep,
brain.
yep.
Okay, come with me.
Right. So they go over to the dojo
Yep.
and they don't interrupt, they just kind of hang out.
They're watching.
Yeah.
It's rude in the
And-
middle of a class to stop the action.
Right. And we see how the sensei treats his students for
Yeah.
one thing.
These are teenagers.
Yeah, one kid gets like distracted for half a second by the other two people just standing there, and the sensei just tackles him and almost hits him to say, "Hey, you get distracted for half a second, you're dead on the battlefield."
Yep.
On the battlefield, Betsy. Karate battlefield.
Karate field.
So they have their little chat, let's say, and they agree, okay, no one from Cobra Kai is going to beat up Daniel.
Because he's got 2 months to train.
He gets to train, and at the tournament,
Yep.
that is, there's a poster conveniently right above their head,
Yep.
because how else are they going to find out about it?
Well, sure.
They say, okay, at the tournament, you guys will settle this.
That's where we'll settle it. We're going to fight.
Which,
That's that.
okay, Sensei, I don't know his name.
Yeah,
I don't know if they actually say his name.
it's on
But
the wall.
the Cobra Kai Sensei is an asshole.
Absolutely.
Oh my god. Like, he says basically, you know what? It's gonna be open season on you and the kid?
Yeah.
What are you saying, man?
You're
Like, are you just gonna get jumped at every occasion that you
Yes.
see them?
you're a middle-aged man teaching teenage boys
Yeah.
this martial art.
This man needs to be in prison.
Well, you
Oh
know.
my god.
Yeah.
Seriously, he is teaching these kids and telling them, "Hey, it's open season on these two people.
Yeah,
so
use
you're gonna
this.
go and use these tools that I'm teaching you
No mercy.
to go and kick their asses or possibly kill them."
Yep. Yeah, no mercy.
Yeah.
Play dirty.
For what?
Because
What
you
the
can.
hell did they do?
Because, Trent, winners are the most important. Be a winner. Those guys are losers.
Jesus.
No
all right.
weakness, no mercy.
Yeah.
And he even says that. There's no mercy. Finish him.
Yeah.
Like, knock him in the back of the head. He's already down on the ground, and he's like, finish it.
Right.
Kick his ass.
Hit him more.
Kick his ass, Seabass. So that finally gets Miyagi to decide, okay, yes, we're going to train you.
Yep.
You're going to learn.
Yep.
And
And that puts the kibosh on their rivalry.
yep,
And
for the time
Daniel can freely basically go after this girl.
Uh-huh.
So they go back to school and, hey, you want to go out? Okay, let's go out. So they go to their putt-putt golf, their arcade, the fun zone.
So yes, he goes on this date. And one thing that I observed, if you can't drive and your mom has to drive you, maybe don't go on a date or meet her there.
Yeah.
Your mom drives a piece of garbage car that
Yep.
sometimes doesn't start, and this woman lives in where?
I don't know.
Encino. She lives in like a nicer part of
Sure.
Los Angeles. Well, Encino is Los Angeles, so it must be that area.
I don't know.
Point.
Maybe it's not in. I actually don't know.
Point being, they live in a really nice house. Allie's wealthy.
Yep.
And they go to country clubs and shit.
Uh-huh.
And he's just like, I pick you up. And by I mean me and my mother in our piece of trash car. And where do you want to go? I have no plan. No plan.
Say, I've never been on a date before. I'm going to bring my mom. They're going to drop me off. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
You know. It was a little awkward moment, but I think that the whole
That's
idea,
the point.
of it all is Allie's parents have to see, oh, Daniel and his mother are poor.
Yep.
They're trash people. Why would we want our
Precious princess.
precious little girl to go off with a garbage person? So they go on their date and
They have a good time.
they have a good time.
Well, then the rich kids show up and are like, "Do you want to go for a ride in my nice car?" And
Right.
come
We're
hang
going
out
to
with
go
me."
off and do this thing.
And he gets all belligerent, like, "You can go, it's fine. I don't even care.
Right.
Like, if you want to go with your friends."
Right.
Like, dude, just she's literally on a date
there
with
you. Who cares if these other people show up? She's choosing to stick with you.
Yeah.
Even though you might have a better time off with these other people, she's sticking around with you because she wants to be with you.
Stop being so sensitive.
Yeah.
You're literally on
But
a
you know
date.
what? They are cute together.
Yes.
But yes, and then Daniel starts to go over to Miyagi's place.
Yep, and he gets all these
Tasks.
chores, tasks.
Yes.
He has to wash the cars and wax the cars and sand the deck and paint the fence
And paint the house.
and paint the house.
But what he's really doing
What's he really doing, Trent?
is teaching him and building up his muscles for one thing.
Yeah.
Because he's a scrawny little kid.
Good God, yeah, that would take forever. He's out there from 6 a.m. until it's dark
Yeah.
painting fences.
Yeah, his arms would not be attached anymore after that.
3 or 4 days in a row, no.
Oh, yeah.
No, they would not.
So, yeah, he gets all these skills, let's say, these techniques, but what he doesn't realize is that, hey, I'm actually teaching you. I'm teaching your body. I'm not teaching you.
Yep.
I'm teaching your body the motions that it needs to get used to doing.
How your wrist has to be, how your hand has to be, how your shoulders have to be.
Because if you do that a lot, like especially if you do weight training, you will realize, oh, this thing that used to be very heavy for me or I used to strain with is no longer a problem.
Yeah, muscle memory.
Yeah.
You just get better at it the longer you do it. And of course, in the way, this is bullshit. You're supposed to be teaching me karate.
Right.
But he is, Trent. I wrote, put it all together and what have you got?
Right.
And he kind of demonstrates by trying to hit him, and
Yeah.
he just automatically starts
And that's
blocking.
a great scene. That whole scene was great.
Yeah. And he's learning more than he realized.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. Then some other stuff happens I don't really remember, but then we get to that scene you were talking about where we go to Mr. Miyagi's house. It's from the country club. So the scene with the country club.
So Daniel and Allie have a date planned, but Allie has a pre-engagement. She's already at the country
Having
club.
dinner with mom and dad at the country club.
And they're doing whatever there, and Johnny is also there because apparently Johnny also comes from money.
Yep.
Which I guess maybe that's why they were dating in the first place. I don't know. I never dated a rich girl.
Yeah. But
So-
that guy's a prick, so she dumped his ass.
Yeah. So Daniel shows up, goes through the kitchen, and sees them dancing. For what? Why would she allow him to dance with him in the first place? I don't know. But maybe she just didn't want to cause a scene because he's always causing a scene.
Yeah.
And
So Johnny causes a scene.
yeah, exactly. Johnny sees Daniel looking through the window, and he plants one on her.
Yep. And
And
she decks him.
He sees it, and Daniel reacts to it and causes a scene in the kitchen and gets all messy with spaghetti.
Yep.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. he leaves because he's embarrassed and the entire room is laughing at him.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, are you guys just, cartoonish evil?
Yes,
Like,
because it was
laughing,
the 80s.
Yeah, laughing at the poor kid who just,
They
made a mess
literally
of
don't even know
himself.
who he was. They just saw somebody fall down and get covered in red sauce.
Right. And then right after that, Allie sees what happens and realizes what he did.
Yep.
And she fucking decks him. She punched him in the face.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
Because he's a dick.
Yeah.
But yes, disheartened, Daniel goes to Mr. Miyagi,
Yeah.
who is in his military uniform and getting drunk. And of course, as one does, you offer alcohol to the teenage boy.
Right. And this is probably some good shit.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was brown.
I don't know. I've never had any Japanese liquor before, so
I don't know
couldn't.
if it was Japanese or if it was just alcohol. But anyway,
Whatever.
he was drunk before he got there.
Yeah, he was very much drunk
But yeah.
and celebrating his anniversary.
Yep, and we get this whole dark story.
Yeah.
And they don't really go into a whole lot of detail, but the short version
You don't
is
need any details.
he and
here.
his wife were expecting a child, and
Yep.
they were at a Japanese internment camp in California during the Second World War. And he's wearing an American military uniform
Yeah.
because I imagine that the best way to prove, well, I'm an American now in
Right.
that situation is to join the military.
Yeah, and he mentions that, oh, yeah, I'm going to go off and shoot many Germans.
Yep.
Kill many Germans.
I was trying to figure that out because I was like, well, he'd be the age.
Yep.
He would be fighting for a different side, but he must have already been in America.
Sure.
So he's off fighting wherever, and he gets a telegram that his wife dies in childbirth, and so does their unborn child.
Yeah.
That was a heavy moment in the middle
was
of this
rough.
movie.
That was rough.
Yeah. And sad.
Yeah.
I was not expecting to have this sad moment.
This poor man comes home from the war
to nothing.
alone.
Yeah.
But for coming home to nothing. And everybody else from his unit probably are just coming back, to... And they don't dwell on it either. It's just that, and then you move on.
Yeah. Well, and they don't even really talk about the internment camps. They just say something about being moved to another settlement.
Settlement site. Yeah.
And that is one of those things that I didn't learn about internment camps until I was well beyond the age I should have been.
Yes.
I was not a kid, certainly. I was
Yeah.
an adult before I ever knew this was a thing, because it's one of those things they don't like to teach us that America did.
Yeah.
It was pretty shitty.
I remember, I think I learned about Japanese internment in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was older than that, I think, unfortunately.
Ugh.
But yeah, so they kind of gloss over it. But in the context of this movie, it makes a lot of sense that that would have happened because he's that age.
Yeah.
But that's where he gets to do some acting. When he's drunk and very sad and yeah,
And passes out.
and passes out. And yeah, then he's kind of showing like all his stuff, like his dog tags are there and this fabric that his wife made and just little newspaper clippings and things like that. And that's like the most backstory you get for this character is just the items
Yeah.
that he has.
And he says he's from Okinawa, which
Yep.
he says, no, Japan is over here, Okinawa is over here. It is a very, very small island
Yep.
that is at the way, way southern tip of the Japanese islands.
Yeah.
Which I think maybe now Okinawa is a part of Japan. I don't actually know what that story is.
I also
But
don't.
he
I only
makes it-
know that they go to Okinawa in Kill Bill.
And I also read, I guess in Karate Kid 2, they go to Okinawa.
Really?
Yeah.
With Hilary Swank?
What?
Hilary Swank is the lead in Karate Kid 2.
What?
I'm just over here blowing your mind today. But he's there. We learned this. The next part is his birthday, where Mr. Miyagi gives him, what do you call that? Is it
Kimono?
No, it's not a kimono. Is it a gi? Is that what
Yes,
you call
it's a
that?
gi.
So he gives him a gi, and he has sewn the patch that his wife made on the back.
Bonsai tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically, he has kind of
He's faux adopted
He's
Daniel.
faux adopted Daniel. He,
Yeah.
like you said, is a father figure, and he's the son he didn't get to have.
Yeah.
And he's teaching him things. And he even says, "I'll understand if you ask for this back."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I get it, and I'm glad you understand, but I'm giving this to you." Then he just lets him pick a car. Here you go.
Here, pick a car, any car.
your birthday.
You watched him, you waxed him.
Yep.
One of them is yours.
One of them is yours. Let him. Don't. What did he say? Like, don't insult, don't disappoint an old man.
Right.
Let me do this.
Let me give you this thing.
Yeah. He's got 4 cars sitting there and a truck, and they're just sitting there. So he just gives him one. Yeah. And that's pretty
That's
great.
that was
That's
a cool
pretty
moment.
great. And that gives Daniel the confidence to go get his girl back.
Yeah. At the arcade,
Yes.
which again, a lot of cool 80s things in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the most 80s thing because everywhere is just old arcade machines.
Also, the fact that it's called golf and stuff.
Golf and stuff.
They have putt-putt golf.
Mm-hmm.
They have race cars, like mini golf,
Go-karts.
mini carts. They have go-karts. They have arcades.
They have a
have
water
a
park.
pool.
Yeah, water park.
Yeah,
Slide.
that's kind of a catch-all. We have a place sort of like that around here, but they don't have a water slide.
No.
They've got the rest of that stuff
Mm-hmm.
pretty much.
Like they're most of these places have like bumper boats, and that's the
Yeah.
extent of it.
Yep.
You don't actually get in the water.
They had Did they have bumper cars too?
I don't think they have bumper cars.
No, I can't remember now.
No.
But yeah, golf and stuff.
Well, it's a whole destination, Betsy. Mm-hmm. I even saw they had pizza and like other kinds of food there.
That's what you do. You get dropped off and you stay all day.
That's right.
That's right. But they make up and have the weirdest open mouth kiss.
Yeah.
That was too much.
It's like, wow.
Are you eating her? Stop it.
Whoa, guys. Take
Yeah.
it easy.
Listen, I understand on-screen kisses are very difficult. It's not the same as just kissing somebody.
And also, these people are in their 20s. It's not like they're just kids.
Right?
These people know how you should kiss, right? Maybe that was an
not.
instruction. It's like, hey, this is kind of a kids movie. Don't I don't know. Don't do it naturally. That's weird.
It was real weird, though.
Yeah.
If I'm going to nitpick one thing, it was just like, oh boy.
Yep.
That was a lot of kissing.
And then from there, is that pretty much it? It's to the tournament?
Yeah, they go to the tournament.
Yeah.
He says, now that, you're here, I don't have a cheering section.
Yeah, come over here and
Come over here. And he just bullshits his way into this tournament.
And
Oh,
just-
what belt is he? Oh, he's a black belt.
yeah, black belt, sure. And then here you get,
Steals
and he just swipes a black belt sitting on the pile there.
That's right.
Comes
From the
over-
guy's bag.
Yeah.
It's like the dude at the counter
Right.
is a black belt.
Right. And then they get in, and then before they're allowed onto the thing,
They bullshit some more.
they bullshit some more, and they said, "Oh yeah, this man doesn't speak English. I need my interpreter here."
Yep.
Like, oh, okay,
Okay. Sounds good.
fine, why not?
He doesn't know any of the rules. Mr. Miyagi doesn't know the rules.
Nope, this is my first time here too.
Daniel doesn't know the rules.
Yeah.
But Allie does? Is that just because her boyfriend's an idiot who never shuts up about karate?
Well, she probably went to some of his matches
I suppose
and just
he's the
learned
returning champion.
Exactly.
Yeah. So she knows it's above the belt, which I
you
never
have
really
to
thought
hit-
about below the belt
Yeah.
being in reference to martial arts.
Yeah, yeah.
But they explain you have to hit from waist to head 3 times, and each hit's a point.
Yep.
And he just goes in and wins. But first, he's like, win, win, win. He's literally never fought anybody.
No.
He hasn't even fought Mr. Miyagi.
No.
He doesn't really know much attacking.
And I think at the very beginning he's like super duper nervous. Like he's like vibrating. He's
Yeah.
so nervous.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and he goes in, and these are people who have had much more training,
Uh-huh.
but because it's a movie and we need him to win, he's just gonna start being a natural. He just figures it out.
Well, and his first match, he like just backs up out of the square.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to stand his ground, and he doesn't know how to attack.
Yeah, it takes a couple of tries, and then he finally gets it.
But yeah, so he wins how many matches? Like 4?
Five or six, maybe. I don't know.
5 or 6?
Quite a few.
And then he's supposed to fight the other guy from Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
And the sensei tells him, I want you to take him out. I want you to take him out. So he does an illegal move and kicks him in the kneecap,
Like
basically.
he kicks him like he like gets some air on him and then like comes down hard on the back of his knee.
Yeah. But he immediately starts apologizing. Like, he knows he's going to
So I'm sorry. I was told to, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the same guy I assumed from before who was like, he's
Right.
had enough.
Right.
There's always that one guy.
Yep.
And so he gets disqualified. And the only reason he does that is he wants him to get taken out. The sensei wants him taken out.
Mm-hmm.
But it also sets up that he gets to fight Johnny. The big finale.
Right. And if, because the other kid gets disqualified and Daniel doesn't get to fight, guess what? Johnny gets to win.
That's right. He just wins.
Yeah.
Because he can't fight. But that's not how it works, Trent.
That's not how it works.
We need our hero to overcome.
Yeah. So Miyagi is back there saying, "Oh yeah, you had a pretty good chance."
Yep.
Saying, "Oh man, can't you just
Use your magic hands."
Use your magic, and then and when he claps, the music starts going, and that was a great little moment there.
He heals him.
But not really.
No, he gives him the confidence to go back out there.
Yeah.
Though. So they have their last fight, and again, Billy Zabka is fighting dirty.
Yep.
He's trying to get him taken out of this match, and he keeps hitting his injured leg, which again, how does he not get disqualified? Is it just because he's able to do a legal move, which is sweeping the leg, and just sort of hurts him?
Well, in the sense that he even says sweep the leg.
Yeah. Sweep the leg. John.
Sweep the leg.
That's sweep the leg. So I remember I said the thing before about the illegal move. So that wasn't actually a real thing in this movie, but I remembered where I got it from. On How I Met Your Mother, one of the characters is obsessed with this movie, but his interpretation is that Billy Zabka is the hero.
All right.
And he's going on a tirade about how he should have won, but he did a completely illegal move.
All right.
To defend his thesis that he is the true hero of the Karate. He is the Karate Kid.
Bullshit.
It's a whole thing. It's funny in the context, though. And Billy Zabka shows up in that episode. So does Ralph Macchio.
All right. So Johnny's doing all of his dirty shit, and there was another line that I remember that I didn't mention in the intro. There was another line that I've heard about in relation to this movie. One of the other Cobra Kai kids from the crowd in the back yells, "Get him a body bag!" I remember that from something. I don't know what.
I didn't even hear that.
It was kind of... I heard it, and I've heard it in reference to this movie. But yeah, one of the kids screams, "Get him a body bag."
Because no mercy, Trent.
Yeah.
You gotta fuck these guys up.
Yeah. But in the end, Daniel does his little crane kick move because he's only on one leg.
Yeah.
All that ocean walking, all that ocean trying to get your balance while being in an ocean.
Well, he was forced to do it because his leg's all jacked up.
Right, exactly. All that paid off, and him being able to do it on one leg. So
he wins by kicking Johnny in the face, who then promptly takes the trophy from the official, and he goes up and he says, "You're all right, kid," or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's totally over all the bullshit.
All of a sudden he's an okay kid. Bullshit. He's a little shit.
Maybe he had a head injury. He just got kicked in the face.
Yeah. Jesus.
So, yeah, and then it's just sort of end of movie.
Yeah, we get a couple of shots of Miyagi, smiling and proud,
and nodding,
and looking proud, and then fade to credits. The end.
The end.
All right. You could have had, his mom being happy. You could have had,
and she's barely at the tournament.
Them going out for pizza at the end, having a great old time. No, nothing. Nope. You get the crowd applauding. They even fade out on Miyagi, which he's not even like the dude who did it all. They could have, had more shots of Daniel.
Or literally anyone else.
Yeah. I don't know. The ending bothered me, but that's about the only negative thing I can say. So, yeah.
Other than the implausibility of this kid who's never fought anyone winning a tournament against
but
lots of trained
But you know what? That's the thing. He doesn't actually have to beat them up.
No.
He just has to win points.
He has to land 3 hits.
Yeah, that's
and not get hit.
That's it. And him learning the defensive moves to begin with.
Yeah.
That was the most important thing he needed to learn.
Yeah, Miyagi says, he's like, do you have any advice? Don't get hit.
Yeah.
I mean,
there you go.
Okay, you're not wrong. He manages it, but he also has to land hits.
Right, and Daniel was like after him about it. It's like, well, when am I going to learn how to punch? Like, no, you don't need to learn that. You need to learn this other stuff first. Yeah. Punches come easy if you can learn to defend yourself.
There you go.
So that's the Karate Kid, Betsy.
That's it. We did it.
That was good. I enjoyed that. I'm glad that we did that one. Yet another 80s classic that we've crossed off our list here.
Do you think the new one is remotely similar to this? Because, of course, in the new one, the kid is played by Jaden Smith, but he was like a little kid when he made it.
Yeah.
So I have to assume the remake takes a different approach.
I imagine it does, but number one, I don't have any interest in seeing it because I understand it's not very good.
I'll bet Jackie Chan's good in it because he's kind of good in most things. That's
true. But that's it. That is it for this one. Let's read one email here we got about our Keanu-thon.
Keanu-thon!
We got it again from superfan Stephanie.
Well, who else? Trent.
She's actually covering a couple of them here because, hey, if you haven't realized this, we do this a little ahead. So as of this recording, our Keanu-thon is done and posted. We have done one more since then, and now we're doing this one. And this email is covering Devil's Advocate and Constantine.
Yeah.
So give you an idea of where we actually are in real time here. So if we don't read your email, if we don't get to you to what you said to us, it's because we're doing this a little ahead.
Yeah. So you don't want us to read emails for 40 minutes.
No. We're also not going to do like a whole section of this if we get a bunch. Which, hey, I want to get a bunch.
Yeah, send us emails.
So first off, from Stephanie, Devil's Advocate. I for sure need to rewatch this one. I watched this one in high school, and after listening to your episode, I really want to see it again. Yeah,
it was
Devil's
insane.
Advocate was great. Such a great just build up and payoff. So
it was extra in the best way.
Indeed. And then Constantine. There is a Constantine animated series, and he shows up on the CW show DC's Legends of Tomorrow, which I don't really know anything about. I know there's a bunch of DC and Marvel TV shows that we don't have anything to do with.
Especially the DC stuff. We just haven't dabbled our toes in.
Yeah, very little DC stuff that do I enjoy. Like I enjoyed the Dark Knight trilogy quite a bit, the Nolan trilogy. Haven't watched any Supermans. I haven't watched any of those. We haven't watched Wonder Woman or any of those.
Nope. Suicide Squad.
I know.
None of it.
I just can't get into it. I can't get into it. I don't like it.
If we're wrong, if there are some of those we should watch, let us know. If we can watch them without having to watch everything, like we don't need the context.
Like we wanted to watch Wonder Woman.
Please tell us. Like if we could just watch Wonder Woman and we're not going to miss anything because we didn't watch all the ones leading into that, please tell me, because I just really don't want to watch an entire series just to get to the good one.
And who says they're even good? Because
Wonder Woman's supposed to be really good.
Yeah, and like the Justice League shit, I don't want to really...
The Birds of Prey, that's also supposed to be good.
Sure. But I don't know. Anyway, continuing. He is a great character that offers a lot of humor in the show. I agree that this movie could be remade with a better writer. The cast is great though. Tilda Swinton is amazing. And she also says, I wonder if... Maybe you should read this one, Betsy.
Okay. Oh. She finishes, I wonder if actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf originally had a bigger role, but scenes got cut.
Who is that, Betsy?
If you haven't seen it, there's a video. Just look it up on YouTube. Called Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf. And it's an entire song about a man getting lost in the woods, and Shia LaBeouf is living there murdering people and eating them. And Shia LaBeouf is in the video. And
Yep.
there's the gay men's chorus of Los Angeles singing the phrase, actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Uh-huh.
It's tremendous. It's the best 5 minutes you will have this year.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yes, I agree on Constantine. After we watched it, I did go look into the comic a little bit. And he in the comic is nothing like Keanu's character in the movie. He is British. He's from Liverpool. He breaks the fourth wall. He does chain smoke. But he also is like a bisexual magician. Like he can do, not a magician, a warlock. He's a bisexual warlock from Liverpool. Like, come on. So reading just a really brief synopsis of him in the comics, it sounds like there's a lot more they could do were they to make that property another time into a movie. Or a TV show.
Right, which they kind of did, but I don't know if they went with that version of it or if they completely reinterpreted it again.
Yeah, he had a very short-lived TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you could probably make that into something more campy instead of like super dark and devilly.
Oh yeah, he's like a fast talker and he's very, one-liner quipping.
Sure. Like
There's a lot more there
from
you could play
what
with.
you're describing. It's kind of like he's like a Deadpool-ish character.
A little bit, yeah.
If he's breaking the fourth wall and having one-liners, that's very much Deadpool.
But in the DC universe.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's it for The Karate Kid.
Yeah.
So if you have seen this movie and you want to talk about it, reach out, email us. neverseenitpod@gmail.com is the email address. neverseenitpod@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter, neverseenit_pod on Twitter. And if you wish to support Betsy and I in our tomfoolery, give us money, please. Click the link in the podcast description about support. It'll take you to a page on anchor.fm, and you can throw us $1, $5, or $10 if you please. But yeah, that's it for us for today. We will continue on with yet another movie that we haven't seen next time on Never Seen It.
That's usually how this works.
We'll see you then.
Bye.